Picture this. You're looking out through the window of a spacecraft, your heart racing with excitement as Earth, that beautiful, fragile planet, slowly shrinks beneath you. The vastness of space surrounds you, a deep, infinite black sprinkled with countless stars. You feel the thrill of weightlessness as you float in a cabin, completely unanchored to the planet that once grounded you. For the first time in your life, you're not confined by gravity, nor by the limitations of Earth's atmosphere. This dream, once the realm of astronauts and sci-fi enthusiasts, is now an emerging reality. Space tourism, once a distant possibility, is closer than ever to becoming an everyday experience. For most of us, space has been a place of mystery, an unreachable frontier, full of stars, planets, and untold wonders, but far beyond our grasp. Yet, in the last few years, a new chapter of human exploration has opened before us. Today, companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Virgin Galactic are transforming what it means to travel. Through their innovation, the dream of venturing into space is not confined to astronauts alone. Soon, civilians, people like you and me, could have the chance to leave our planet behind and embark on our own personal journeys to the stars. Space tourism, once the stuff of fiction, now promises to be one of the most transformative industries in the world. It's not just about getting a thrill or marking a bucket list item. The potential for space tourism stretches far beyond that, into new possibilities for humanity itself. The idea of space tourism isn't a distant dream anymore. It's a rapidly developing industry, built on the same sense of adventure that powered the first explorers to cross oceans and chart the skies. The potential of commercial space travel is awe-inspiring. Imagine being able to leave the familiar behind and embark on a journey that most can only dream of. Just as the Wright brothers' first flight opened the skies to humanity, space tourism is poised to open the cosmos. In the not-too-distant future, taking a vacation in space could become as commonplace as a trip to the beach or a visit to the mountains. Companies are working on spacecraft that could take tourists on suborbital flights, offering a brief but unforgettable experience of space. This new form of travel will not only revolutionize tourism, but will challenge our very notions of adventure, exploration, and the limits of human potential. But what's even more thrilling? The dream doesn't end with short trips to the edge of space. Experts and innovators are already planning longer missions, perhaps even commercial space stations where people could stay for days, weeks, or longer. Space could become a destination in itself, a place where people can live, work, and experience life beyond Earth. And when we look beyond Earth's orbit, the Moon and Mars might someday be within reach, accessible to tourists seeking to journey further than anyone has ever gone. But it's not just about getting there. It's the experience itself that is so extraordinary. For the lucky few who have already taken the plunge into space, the experience has been transformative. Imagine the sheer awe of looking out at Earth from space, seeing it as a beautiful, fragile blue marble suspended against the infinite black void. It's a view that changes the way you see everything, not just the planet below, but the very nature of our existence. For these pioneers of space tourism, the experience is beyond words. It's an emotional and physical transformation. Feeling weightlessness for the first time, floating freely inside the cabin, realizing that you are, in essence, no longer on Earth. For the first time, you understand, in the deepest way possible, just how small we are in the grand scheme of the universe. It's a perspective shift that is so powerful, it might just change the way we view ourselves. The Earth, once so large and full of problems, becomes a small, fragile ball of life, hanging in the dark expanse of space. For those who have experienced this view, many say it brings a sense of unity and connection to the planet. It's as though they are seeing their home for the first time, not from the ground, but from the vantage point of the cosmos. In that moment, the divisions between us, geographical, political, social, seem to fade away, replaced by the understanding that we are all part of something much larger than ourselves. Of course, there are challenges to overcome. While space tourism holds great promise, it's also fraught with complexities and risks. The first challenge is, of course, safety. Space is unforgiving. Launching a spacecraft into orbit requires immense precision, and the physical toll of space travel can be intense. Passengers must be prepared for high G-forces during launch, and they must be equipped to handle the effects of weightlessness on their bodies. It's not just about the thrill. It's about ensuring that every passenger is safe, both before and after the journey. To address these challenges, space tourism companies are investing heavily in technology and research to ensure that their spacecraft meet the highest safety standards. Reusable rockets, spacecraft designed with comfort and ease of use in mind, and comprehensive training programs for passengers will be critical as the industry grows. Still, as with any new frontier, the risks remain, and they will require continued innovation and caution to manage. But as we've seen with every great leap in human history, these challenges are never insurmountable. They are simply the hurdles that must be cleared before we can soar to new heights. With each new achievement, we come closer to making space travel as safe and accessible as any other form of transportation. As exciting as space tourism is, it comes with its own set of environmental concerns. Rockets, which rely on fuel combustion, can release pollutants into the atmosphere. The rise of commercial space tourism means more launches and potentially more emissions. We must also consider the impact of space debris, trash left behind in orbit that can pose hazards to both satellites and future missions. The growth of space tourism must be balanced with responsible stewardship of both our planet and the cosmos. Space, as vast as it is not an infinite resource. Companies are already developing new ways to minimize the environmental impact, from creating rockets that are more fuel efficient to planning for the recycling and reuse of rocket parts. These efforts will be critical to ensuring that space remains a viable and sustainable domain for future generations. Looking ahead, space tourism is not just about the occasional flight into orbit. It's about a future where humanity becomes an interplanetary species, able to travel and live beyond Earth. Companies are already planning space hotels where people can spend days in orbit, enjoying the thrill of space and the comfort of home. We could soon see the construction of permanent space stations, resorts on the moon, and even research missions to Mars. Trips that could change not just the lives of those who go, but the course of human history. In this new era, space will no longer be an unreachable realm. It will be a new destination, one we can explore, visit, and even inhabit. Space tourism isn't just about leisure travel. It's about pushing the limits of what humanity can achieve. It's about taking that first step toward becoming a multi-planetary species. The stars are no longer distant. They are within our reach, waiting for us to venture forth. Space tourism marks the beginning of a new chapter in humanity's journey. It reminds us that the universe is vast, full of mystery, and brimming with untold possibilities. The future holds boundless opportunities, whether it's the adventure of floating in zero gravity, exploring the moon, or creating new homes on distant planets. We are living in an extraordinary time, one where the dream of reaching the stars is no longer reserved for a select few. As space tourism continues to evolve, so too will our understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. This is just the beginning, and the possibilities are limitless.